Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo, what's going on, fellow elves? What's going on, guys? We're gonna jump onto the stream today. We're just gonna jump on in today. Guys, I told you about the damn hat. And now we know. I wanted to show you guys the magic of the hat. You guys did not believe in the magic of the hat. You guys know, last week we wore the hat. It was all good. As soon as I stopped wearing the hat, the price goes down. We wear the hat. I told you guys, we put the hat back on. The price will start going back up today. But will it last, right? We'll talk about it today. I'm sort of half kidding. I'm not. This hat is magic. But I might be out without the hat maybe tonight, all right? So let's talk about it. Will Jordan be without the hat? Will he continue to wear the hat? I don't freaking know. Smack up that like button for the no O-face thumbnails, the no clickbait thumbnails, and no clickbait titles, I guess. Smack that like button up if you enjoy the no O-face thumbnails, man. I opened up, I searched Bitcoin on YouTube today, just because I like to, it's sort of my part of my morning routine. I don't watch too many videos, but I like to see what everyone else is saying. Okay, and I search Bitcoin, you know, I open up Bitcoin, and what do you know? The first 10 thumbnails that pop up is some grown old man going like this. Looks like about to suck someone else's cock, but it is what it is. I guess you can't change it at this point. If you click on those thumbnails, I think that says more about you than does them. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. Anyways, let's nothing like a 40-year-old with an open his mouth really wide. Nothing like that in the world. Anyways, let's jump into the charts. What do we got going on? So Bitcoin, a little bit of a move up. Am I sold? You probably can sense that I am not sold on this move up, and it's really just Bitcoin kind of doing the same thing that it continues to do this whole bear market, right? And it is what it is. We can't change it on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning. I got to do laundry this morning. I got to go Christmas shopping. I got to do everything. There's too much shit to do. But Bitcoin's got some work to do too. A little bit of bullish divergence played out last night, which was really, really, really nice. Really, really, really nice. We had lower lows and we had higher lows coming in on the price. So a little bit of 4-hour bullish divergence, a kind of a deviation below the 618 retracement, and I guess a little move up to 16,868, right? Cool. Awesome. And sort of, that's what I still think we go higher here. We could pull back slightly here. But I'm still looking for Bitcoin to still come up to about 17,400. I know you guys, you guys like to say, there's no way, Jordan, there's no way. I still think we see 17,400. The reason is, and I'll continue to say this, is we went down too fast right here. There's too much inequality in this chart. We came back down. We took the liquidity to the downside. Now I'm looking for Bitcoin to simply come back up and take that liquidity to the upside. And, do something like this. Maybe it comes back down a little bit to the 618, and then we get a move up. I think it'll be a fast move. If it does happen, it'll be a fast move, and I'll show you guys exactly why. A quick little spike up to 17,400, where we probably come up. We get a little bit of resistance, and we probably get smacked right back down. You probably don't like me for saying that, but quite frankly, the only person that I care likes me is Clint, John, Mike. I'm just kidding. I'm going to name everyone in the chat. I'm going to name, I don't know how many people are in here, but I'll just name every single person. I don't know if you guys would watch that stream and me just naming every single person, but I am still looking for Bitcoin to come to 17.4 and then probably come right back into the range. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but hey, quite frankly, it's why I'm not making Bitcoin going to the moon titles and thumbnails at the moment, because quite frankly, I don't think it's going to happen right now, my folks. But hey, we live and we learn. We live and we learn. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat, and we'll jump on to the daily time frame, because the daily time frame is where it really gets cooking. And we talked about a little bit about this yesterday, but I want to just hit home the fact that Bitcoin is doing the same thing that it's done for the past year. Okay, we need to recognize that and soak it in, right? We have invalidations to the bearishness, right? There's always invalidations, but we'll check it out in just a second. Let me see what you guys are saying this morning. Why not Fahid? Let me know what you guys think. You guys think I'm crazy this morning? Do you guys think Bitcoin does get a little spike to the upside? Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys not care? Do you guys just want to wait until the next bull market? You guys don't care about the short-term price action. Let me know. Let me know. I know we have a mix of everyone. We have a mix of just people holding. We have a mix of people trying to trade short-term time frames. We have a mix of people trying to do both. We have people just out of the market just to here to troll. We got everyone in their mother. We are the most diverse crypto stream there is out there, between bulls, bears, crabs, bull airs, crab airs, crabbles, everyone in between. Let me see. Spike the like. Thank you, Hamilton, for pushing that out, man. Appreciate you. Wait, so I don't care. I'm just waiting to be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, that's about where I'm at too, right? We've talked about my sort of invalidations. Now, so that's my short term. I mean, I don't try to make it too confusing, right? I look for big moves on either side and for price to go back to those levels after hitting big support. This is a big support level for Bitcoin. It got that reclaim. What did we say last night? It played out perfectly. We dipped below. We were looking for that second dip. We said if Bitcoin can come back up and reclaim this low, okay, where we had previous highs, previous lows, if Bitcoin could reclaim this and hold this as support, so this is the big ticket. Bitcoin holds this as support here. That's where I'm looking for 17.4. If Bitcoin came up and got resistance here, boop, we're coming down to 16K. So it looks like option number one is playing out so far. Let's see what happens. I still do think we see that, but I'm not. That doesn't mean I am super bullish and I think we're going to the moon or anything like that. Now, this is the chart, right? This is just the chart that pains the bulls when they look at it. They look at this chart and they go, "Oh my God, are we just doing the same thing again?" Right? Is anything really changed? Well, most people would come out and say, "Nope," and sort of the Bears will come in and play the Mario music, which the Mario music so far it played out very well, but Let me see. Clint is a troll guy. Well, Clint. Hey, Clint. Clint. I had this set up for Clint. I didn't want to show it yet, but I'm going to show it right off the bat. Let's go over and check the link chart real quick. Where did Clint troll Jordan's long? Let's see. Oh, I remember. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in a little bit more. When did Clint exactly troll Jordan's long position? Let's see. If I remember correctly, we were dipping right here. And this is when Clint trolled Jordan's long. So, I just want to put it out there and say, hey, Clint. All right, that's it. Just wanted to put it out there. Only Clint gets bearish at support. Anyways, let's continue on because we don't get bearish at support here, my friends. I mean, some of us do. We don't get bearish at support. We get bullish at support. No. Once again, I mean, hey, you play the game until it doesn't work. Let me take a sip of this. Some bullish coffee, man. Bullish coffee. Clint, love you, man. Anyways, I got to do it to Clint. Anyways, Bitcoin. This is the chart that gives me a little bit of nightmares, guys, because we've talked about this time over time again, and that's the title of the stream today. Bitcoin, the stair step to hell. Okay, now at some point the stair step to hell will break. We have an invalidation to the stair step of hell, but Bitcoin has done the same thing the whole year, over and over and over and over and over again, where it just continuously kind of makes this higher high, higher low structure. It breaks the lows and it continues lower, both on the daily price action and on the daily RSI. We could look at a million different indicators. Oh, let's look at this, let's look at that. But in reality, this is the thing that we've done consistently over and over and over and over and over again, right? I mean, we've said this. It's you break the lows, continue lower. On the daily RSI first, and then price action, continue lower, right? Break the lows, continue lower, break the lows, continue lower, break the lows, continue lower, break the lows, continue lower. Just a stair step down to hell. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, 5 step, and we know what we did just the other day, my friends, and that's why I'm a little bit hesitant on getting super, excited about any type of price action here in the short term, because quite frankly, nothing that I see at the current moment tells me, okay, we're going to the moon at the current moment. I could be wrong. It is what it is. Maybe this time is different, but I see what Bitcoin's done here. And Bitcoin, once again, has broken the uptrend, right, to the downside on both the price action and the daily RSI again. Now, does that mean that Bitcoin has to go to new lows? Not necessarily. There was only one time in this bear market where Bitcoin broke this, okay, and actually didn't make new lows, which was right here, back in September. So what this tells me and what I expect to happen, and guys, I honestly, I hope I'm wrong here, to be honest. What this tells me is, at some point, I expect Bitcoin to come back down to 15.5 again. At some point, I expect Bitcoin to come back down to 15.5 again. Am I necessarily calling new lows? Oh, no, I ain't calling new lows. The invalidation for this for me, okay, is can Bitcoin get back above this upward sloping trend line, right? So it's held this, it's broken. If Bitcoin can get back up here, break through this, okay, cool, then we could be talking. But until it does that, man, any move up to the upside here, if I see rejection anywhere in this range, doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean shiza, okay, at the moment. So I will fight the trend, I guess, like we typically do. I will not fight the trend here. And I will say, okay, Bitcoin gets back above this, cool, we can start talking. Until it does, though, there ain't nothing to talk about with moon action here, my friends. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. But we have invalidation. For today, all right, this is how we invalidate it today. How do we invalidate this today? If we go straight up, we have to break about 17,600. Is that doable? Fuck yeah, that's doable. That is completely doable. You know why that's doable? Do you know why that's doable? We go back over to the DXY, which, guys, the DXY actually started dumping today because Japan announced something with their bond market that's causing that to moon. So the DXY is coming down. The DXY actually coming down today. Very interesting. So I'm curious to see what happens with the DXY. If this breaks back into this pattern and says, nope, I am not going to respect this. If the DXY continues down here, we could be back on, man. We could be back on. So we'll see what happens with this. It could be just a short-term move to the downside. Honestly, I'm not getting too excited with the DXY dumping. It's not really that down that much, to be honest. It's really not. But hey, that could be something that catalyzes Bitcoin to the upside, and we do our thing. Let's go back to Bitcoin though. 16,839 on the charts. Let's see what we got here for BTC. Like we said, we have our invalidation points. How do we get bullish? Well, I guess the first step is getting back above this trend line here. That's it. Or else we've done the same thing over and over and over again. So you are seeing that move. 17.4 is my target at the moment, by the way, guys. For all you guys know, you got to separate the short term and the long term, okay? Let's go see. Oh, when did Clint troll Jordan's long? Clint! Oh, my Lord, Clinty. Clinty, Clinty, Clinty. Clinty, 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 man. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Clinty boy. Clinty boy. Dude, Chainlink is the oscillator of the crypto market, man. Whenever Chainlink is at the lows, that's always when Bitcoin bounces. Whenever Chainlink's at the highs, that's always when Bitcoin dumps. Go back. I'm serious, guys. I'm not saying this to be a troll. Okay? I am really not saying this to be a troll. Okay? Go back and look at the charts yourself. Whenever Chainlink hits these highs, that's when Bitcoin tops out. Whenever Bitcoin hits these lows, that's when Bitcoin gets a rally. Every single freaking time. So let's just keep playing the ranges, shall we? Right now you're at the lows. Like we said, I still remain relatively cautious here in the short term. I do think Bitcoin comes up to 17,400. That's what I've been saying for a couple days here. But until Bitcoin smacks this level right here, I could be short term, I guess, right now bullish, but still within the next couple of weeks, I could still be relatively crabbish. You know what I mean? So let's see what we got. Bitcoin, 19,945. John said, I just remembered that I was dreaming about crypto last night. That's never happened before. Nice, John. I've actually never dreamed about crypto. I actually never dream. I never dream. To be honest, guys. Maybe that makes me sad. I don't know. I never dream. And I've never dreamed about crypto before. Which I'm happy, because if I dreamed about crypto, I probably would fool myself. I probably would sleep. One day Bitcoin would be 500K and I wake up and I go, motherfucker, it's still at 17K. You mother trucker. You're still at 17K. Don't troll me, man. I get trolled enough over here. Like shit. Shit. Here's the big level I'm watching though. Daily RSI level right here. Will this hold as resistance now? That's the big question, guys. I know it's cool to see Bitcoin go up. We have our invalidation points. Let's check out the weekly on BTC. Actually, I guess that's not too important. I want to keep long-term charts to the night stream and sort of hang out and watch the short-term charts on the morning stream, to be fair. So DXY continues down. The S&P this morning. Oh, man. Look at that bounce off the 0.5. Oh, my God, man. This is like butter here. So I was going to say this morning, I had our Fibonacci's here. This is on the daily chart. The S&P, we know it got resistance on the 50-week moving average, which we talked about last night. Jordan will not be bullish on the stock market until the 50-week moving average gets broken on a weekly close. Because in history of the stock markets of over 70 years, every time we get back above the 50 moving average after burn below it, we do make new highs. So until we do that, I will not be too bullish. But for the short term, look at that perfect bounce off the... You tell me Fibonacci's don't work, I'll call you a liar, man. So lows, are they self-fulfilling? Yes. Why do we bounce from them? Because everyone looks at them and oh, 0.5 retracement, that's a good area to go long, and that's why we bounce from them. And vice versa to short. But lows to highs, look at that. Perfect bounce off the 0.5 retracement, man. This was the level I'm looking for the stock market to get a short-term bounce. You have a little gap up here, and I think that gets taken, honestly. And that could be the point where Bitcoin gets that move up to 17.4. You get a little cool rally in the stock market, and then you sort of go back the other way, like we've been talking about a million times. But I'm looking for a bounce between the 0.5 and the 0.618. You get a slight bounce off the 0.5 right now. Would I be too confident? No. But I still think in this range, the S&P starts to come back up. And that'll be the question going into January, like we've been talking about. Will this turn out to be the turning point where the S&P gets back over the 50 and all is good? We go back up until the Fed pivots and then we dump again, right? Because typically, what do we know about the stock market? The Fed usually pivots at highs, okay? Typically, right? Go back to 2008, 2000, the Fed pivots at market highs. Both times. We're not at the highs right now. Number two, we also know that, what was I going to say? Shit, man. Fed pivots at the highs. I forget what the other point was. But I guess that's sort of the point here. So we'll see. If we can't get back above it, then we can look at our juicy 2000 and 2008 fractals where everyone gets super bearish and we end up capitulating from that point. But once again, we'll see what happens with this one. This one is interesting. Very, very interesting. Come on, BTC. Come pick that vector candle, man. Don't be a little troll. Don't make us wait. Do it on the stream, man. You know you want to come back up here. Let's go check out ETH. Because ETH is a little bit ahead of Bitcoin this morning. Ethereum is... it's still below this key level, man. Tell us we gonna go up. Give us our hopium. Mr. Miles, I don't have too much hopium right now. At least right now. You guys know my take. I am a little bit... I'm excited for a couple months from now. But right now, I think we chop a little bit more, to be honest. But anyways, besides the point. Ethereum, still below this key level, right? Previous resistance, previous support, now flipping as resistance again. So you're kind of struggling here. Though, once again, I look up and I see all this inequality in the chart, right? Straight move down with no retraces. I still see ETH, for me personally, at least taking half this vector candle here. So if we were to just, do a little fib here and sort of say, okay, let's take half this candle. A move up to, let me just mark this off here. A move up to at least 1245 is what I'm looking at for Ethereum. And I'm not looking for the moon. I'm looking for a retracement to take this inequality before then probably coming right back down and taking the equality to the opposite side. So once again, immediate short-term move up, but then sort of from there, not too super optimistic at the moment. Let me see. I often have a beam pointing up and out. George, can you put Miles in timeout? Let's see. So 946. Who made me laugh? John made me laugh. John was like, Jordan, you better have that freaking Santa hat on. John, you made me die this morning, man. That was absolutely hilarious. You guys are like, Jordan, have that freaking Santa hat back on. I don't want to go lower. You better keep that damn Santa hat on. So far, so good. Right? I mean, will it continue? I might show up if Bitcoin ends up here later, I might show up in the stream with no hat just to prove you more. Maybe that'll be a thing. Jordan wears the Santa hat when he's bullish. He sort of doesn't wear the Santa hat when he's bearish. And then you guys can back test that. But yeah, Santa hat, no Santa hat, Santa hat. So far, so good. We'll see if it continues here. You'll know what I think if I show up tonight with the Santa hat or not. You know what I mean? So funny. I am Jordan. We're all Jordan. Didn't Notorious B.I.G. make a song where he was talking about a girl who wanted to poop on him like Odell Beckham? Franco, I don't know why I just read that whole comment, but I did. But I don't. Odell Beckham did not exist when Biggie was alive. So, actually, no, he existed, but he was a kid. He didn't know who he was. You know what I mean? He didn't really know who he was. All right. Anyways, DXY still continuing down, man. It's because the if we look at the, I don't really want to look at the Japanese yen, but you'll see that the Japanese yen went boom to the upside. Oh my God, look at that pit stain. Yes, we're all about pit stains up in this bitch. See this? It's because that long chain like, whoa, up to the upside. You know, and that's why you're seeing the DXY get crushed. Absolutely crushed. Absolutely crushed Nani here. All right, well, I guess the one more thing that I'll say is, who knows what happens this week? This is kind of do or die time for crypto, man. And I don't mean that to say like sound like a Debbie Downer. It could be a good thing or bad thing. You guys know my take. Like this level here, I want to see hold for crypto. This level right here. This is the line in the sand I want to see hold for crypto. If this level doesn't hold, it's sort of like, okay, shit, man. Like crypto could drop, and this is me just looking at the chart, just the chart for what it is, right? I'm sort of ignoring the noise and the hate and all that stuff, but I sort of look at this and I say, if total market cap doesn't hold here, which so far it is, right? I mean, we've sort of speculated it's going to go lower since June, and it hasn't. Sitting here, if this level breaks, there ain't nothing to all the way back down here to 431 billion, right? And that's not exciting. It could be. It could be here, but you're sort of hanging off on a cliff here on total. 786 retracement. You know, previous all-time high, holding it as support. We'll see, man. I mean, the next couple weeks will be very interesting to see what crypto does and to see what the stock market does, honestly. Because if the stock market gets a bounce and can test the 50-week moving average again, it'll be interesting to see how it reacts to that level. I'm very, very interested. Very interested. Come on, BTC, give us a little something. All right, let's check out some altcoins. You guys are probably like, Jordan, let's check out some altcoins. Altcoins coming up a little bit. Like we said, a lot of altcoins were at or approaching massive levels on the weekly, right? Not just like these little 1 hour supports. No, I mean, you're looking at huge levels. We went over a bunch of them. Like if you look at Algorand, right? We were saying Algorand literally at the bear market lows from 2019. If we want to see a level to hold, this is freaking it. Okay, this is freaking it. So Algo's a good one. If you want to see some type of double bottom, and we ain't talking a small double bottom at this point. We're talking about the double bottom. This is a good example on Algorand. Literally approaching huge weekly lows. AVAX, if you look at where AVAX is, AVAX literally approaching its like its biggest level on the chart here is right here. Right at like $10, $11. Summer lows. Huge level on the charts for AVAX. You go through all these altcoins. They're at massive, I don't want to say pivotal because they're not necessarily pivotal, but when you can break it and go down if something happens. But I guess just levels that would make sense to have a bounce from. Not necessarily like guaranteed or anything, but levels to make sense, right? We've talked about Chainlink. Chainlink back at, a massive support level here on the weekly that we've held since May. That's why I was sort of bullish on Chainlink here, at least for the short term. Let's see what else. Matic back at those lows again. So they're at, a lot of them are at such crucial levels that it's absolutely crazy to me. So it's do or die time. ADA is the only one that's like ADA's just hanging off a cliff. Like I don't even know what Cardano's doing. Cardano's like over here just jerking off or something. I don't know. It seems to just be in the middle of nowhere. But I guess that happens when you go up fast, you come down fast, and there ain't no support in between. This is a good example of what could happen with a lot of these cryptos if they don't hold their current levels, right? Because a lot of them went up really fast. And as soon as you broke that key support level right here on ADA, this is a good example for like BNB or some of the other ones. But as soon as ADA broke this level right here, man, the rest of the market's been okay, but ADA's just got bled. BNB, everyone's talking about BNB FUD right now. All right? I mean, look at where BNB is. Look at where it was. Look at where it bounced. Low. 5 lows on the weekly time frame. We know this is the big level for BNB. Will it hold? We've made a comparison to down here, where it held. It broke, massive capitulation, and then bounced right back up quick. We've made that comparison down here, where the price action's almost exactly the same. So we will see if it holds at the end of the day. But not a lot of price action there, man. Not a lot of price action. Am I too worried about, altcoin short-term 1-hour charts? No. But the weekly charts will get me either really excited or really skeptical at the same time. So we'll keep checking these, but you guys can see some of those levels. Like some of those levels are do or die time for some of these altcoins. Do or freaking die. Let me know. What do you guys think? Is it do or die time for the altcoin market? Let me know what you guys think in the chart. Everyone get low. Neil said, I'm an ETH maxi. Jordan knows that. I just like watching get mad when you tell him ETH sucks. That's what all you guys do. You guys just tell me stuff just to get me mad in the chat. You guys all do that at the end of the day. It is what it is. It is what it is. I've accepted it and I've moved on. I've always accepted it. Let's all crap upon ETH, so it shall be. There's no reason to crap on ETH. What crypto, and I will say this again, what crypto has held up the best during this bear market? I'll wait. I think the answer is BNB. If I'm being honest, yeah, I think it's BNB or Matic. But what has held up better during this bear market? Bitcoin or ETH? Let me know. What's the answer to this one? What has held up better, Bitcoin or ETH? You guys know the answer? You guys know the answer? Because I heard all year ETH is gonna crash against Bitcoin. I've heard this all year. All year. I'm still waiting on that. Haven't seen it yet. I'm still waiting. Almost. What are we? I mean, we're almost 14 months since the highs. We're almost going on a year and 2 months. Time goes by like this. In a year and 2 months, the halving will be a month away. Holy moly. That's actually crazy when you think about it, right? The bear market started on November 8th of 2021. If you take that same time frame from then till now, and you extend that out, the halving is right here. It's crazy. Let's see. What has performed better in this bear market? When did the bear market start? Let's go back and look. I always like this. I always like to do this, even though I know you guys are trolling me. Look at this. Despite all the narratives, Bitcoin's going to outpace ETH in the bear market. It is. It's going to do it. Well, I look. The bear market started right here. Right here, actually. On this candle, on this close right here. What is higher right now? ETH or BTC from that point? Oh, it looks like Ethereum is. Oh my lord. And what has Ethereum done against Bitcoin in a bull market? Absolutely destroyed it. That's what it's done. Just saying. Could it change? Yes. Definitely could change, but I haven't seen it yet. So I will remain bullish on the ETH BTC ratio going forward, because I haven't seen anything that changes that yet. And if I'm to be honest, if I look at this chart, all you guys love patterns, right? You guys love patterns. I look at this chart, I see a rise, right? We hit resistance. Okay, cool. You get a pullback. I see a rise, and then I see sort of a little bit of a consolidation here. Higher lows, lower highs coming in. Looks like something's coming. Now, you can make the argument both ways, right? You can make the argument both ways. It is what it is. Looks like something's on the way within the next 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. This argument would go for my argument where I think that Bitcoin gets above the bear market resistance band at the end of June. Sorry, at the end of June. You're like, oh, guys, holy shit. At the end of January, if Bitcoin goes up, I expect ETH to outpace Bitcoin. Call me crazy. It is what it is. But that is about where I'm at, man. Some of you guys will say, this is when ETH is going to go to the absolute... it's going to go to the cellar at this point. I don't know. But I'm not convinced. I am not convinced at that. But I'm done ranting about ETH. It is what it is. Everyone's favorite altcoin has gotten smashed against Bitcoin this year. What has ETH done? Performed better. So my point remains. I let the charts do the talking. You know. What has all the other ones done? Everyone loved AVAX. What has that done against Bitcoin? Everyone loved Solana. What's that done against Bitcoin? Everyone loved Cardano. What's that done against Bitcoin? Everyone loves... we can continue down the list of all these. I don't know. I mean, everyone loved all these last year. How'd these do? All right. I'm done trolling. I'm done trolling. Doge has outperformed Bitcoin. It has. Actually, no, not the whole bear market, but I think the last couple months it has, because the Twitter effect. All right, BTC trying to make its move back up. Come on, BTC, give me a little juice. Give me a little juice on the stream. Don't be trolling us. Come on, man. Let's see what we're looking at here on ETH, and ETH's still flirting at this resistance at the moment. So we want to see Bitcoin is gonna get the move. I want to see it relatively soon. The DXY continues to dump, man. Look at the DXY coming down hard. So much for this friggin' wedge. Woo! I love when falling wedges don't play out on the DXY. I love it. Woohoo!
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I love it, man. I love it. Now, once again, the DXY is coming down a little bit today, but we look left, and you still have these levels over here, right? So yes, the DXY is coming down, but the key for me is, will the DXY be able to break? Let's zoom out a little bit more so you guys can see this. This is on the weekly time frame, so this is no joke here. Let's get rid of this little wedgie here. Screw this wedge. Screw the wedge, man. We don't like that wedge. This is the key here. You see this? Look at these two huge peaks on the DXY. Okay, that's going to be a big support level there. We haven't reached it yet. The key is, will this level act as a bounce area for the DXY? If this breaks through, I'll tell you guys this. Right? If you've been bullish on the DXY since September, you have gotten smashed. To say, I guess it is what it is. I will say, if the DXY breaks 103 and the 0.5 retracement at like 102 to 103 range, this thing's gonna come down like a hot piece of sliced bread. I will tell you that. The question is, will it? I'm still under the assumption that you'll get a bounce from there. It doesn't seem likely that you just go straight down on this with no moves up. That's like the crypto market this year. Just whoop back down. If the DXY just went whoop, be like crypto. Shit, that you buying cash up here would be like buying Bitcoin at the highs for the most part. Yeah, let's see what happens on this one. At the end of the day, this is the big level to watch. Like, this will tell us all we need to know. This and where the S&P is at the 50-week moving average. All right, Bitcoin, come on, 16,975. I'm looking for 17,418. Come on, baby.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
Defo bounce. I think it bounces. Half the time, pumps lead to sudden, deeper crashes. That is true. What's the famous saying? The fast move is the false move. Same thing regrets. Right? People get biased when it comes to that, right? If people are bearish and they see a fast move to the downside, they don't think a move up is possible. Same thing on the upside. If people are bullish and price moves to the upside, they don't think a retrace is possible, right? So in a bull market, calling for a retrace, you get called dumb. In a bear market, calling for a retrace back up, you get called dumb. They all happen, right? You zoom out to the chart, there's always retraces back to the upside. Always. And that's what you're going to see right now, in my opinion. 17.4. If Bitcoin, for me, and I told you guys this earlier, if Bitcoin can get back above 17.6 today, I would change my mind. Tomorrow would be a little bit higher. You know, you'd be like 17.7 tomorrow. That's about where I'm at. But so far, so good. We'll see what happens here. Altcoins still holding levels. ETH is, we need to see ETH get back above this box here. This is the big level for ETH looking left. I'm looking for 1245 on ETH. That's probably where I would cut it if I was in an ETH trade. But I'm not in an ETH trade. So that's probably where I would cut it on ETH and Bitcoin. You know, I probably would cut it actually halfway through this. I probably would cut it at 17,250 if I was in a Bitcoin trade. But I'm not. So that's about where we're at the moment. I hope, Ryan, I picked Eagles. Did you? Nice, dude. Cheers to the dollar going down, Batman. You just call me Batman? Hell yeah. That's like a huge compliment, calling someone Batman. Batman, in my opinion, is the best superhero. You know why Batman's the best superhero, guys? Because Batman, he doesn't have any powers. He just uses his natural ability as his powers. You know, he's not like these other guys that were born with powers or got powers because of some event and they sort of got lucky and they got powers. No, Batman worked for his powers. You know, he put the work in and he got the money to be able to buy all that equipment. Okay, he bought all that equipment. He made that suit with his own work. Okay, he made all his little dingy wingies and his Batmobile. He did it all himself. That's why Batman's the best superhero, because he doesn't have any of these gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? Batman isn't a superhero. Iron Man, yeah, Breather, you're right. Iron Man did the same thing. I guess. You could say Iron Man too. Iron Man's pretty dope. Because he didn't do anything crazy. You're more like, he said you're more like Boy Wonder. I'm more like Robin. Oh, Lord, with this hat on, I'm more like Robin for sure. Batman ain't no Tony Stark, I'm just saying. Yeah, I agree. In those movies, I actually really like Iron Man. You know why? Because I like Robert Downey Jr. as an actor. He's actually a really good actor. He's funny. So I guess Iron Man is probably up there too. Who's the best superhero, guys? Let me know. This is a good topic today. Best superhero, Iron Man, Batman. What do you think? If anyone says Superman, I don't know what to tell you, man. It ain't Superman. Superman's just overpowered, and he just has every power, and it's just dumb, right? Superman is strong. He has freaking laser eyes, right? He can fly. He can see through shit, right? He can do everything. It's not even fair. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like Superman. All right. So, anyways, let's get back into this. So, if you missed the beginning of the stream, we talked about Bitcoin's stairway to hell. When will Bitcoin start going back up the stairs, right? When will the market decide? Okay, you know, we went down enough stairs. We want to start heading back upstairs, right? We've caused enough pain. We reached the cellar, right? If this is the cellar down here, okay, wherever the cellar ends up being, this is the cellar, and we sort of have the stairway. When will the stairway to hell end, right? Because it's been break a trend, bear flag, bear flag, bear flag, bear flag, bear flag. You know what I mean? So when will it end? Well, I guess what I'll notice here is, I guess you could say that these drops are sort of trying to round out a little bit. No? Sort of trying to round out. That's the good thing, is the FTX dump. I would say this. If the FTX dump happened when Bitcoin was at 40K, that would have been the biggest dump ever. But the fact that Bitcoin really only went from a 17.5 low to a 15.5 low after the FTX dump, that's pretty, up to this point, that could change, but that's pretty freaking good, man, right? All things considered, I would have thought that. If you would have told me right here.
Check Jasmine for me.
I got you, Sebastian. If you would have told me right here that FTX was going to go under, I would have thought Bitcoin was dumping to 14K minimum, if not lower. The fact that Bitcoin went to 15.5 and bounced, come on, man, that's not too bad, all things considered. I'm not. I got you on Jasmine, by the way, Sebastian. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for coming on out. Guys, if we continue to smack up that like button, that would be awesome on the stream today. Can we hit, I don't know how many people are in here this morning, but the morning stream, can we hit 300 likes this morning? Can we hit 300 like-a-roos for the Santa hat being back on? If you enjoy the Santa hat, guys, I take the Santa hat off. We gonna go back down. Now, the two things we said. All right, the charts still tell me one thing, right? The charts still tell me we haven't really gone anywhere. No reason to get excited, stuff like that. But if you believe in other things, right? If you believe, okay, the charts are one thing, but there's other things at play, okay? The two things I'm paying attention to here is this CZ tweet, okay? And you guys can doubt the CZ tweets all you want. I will say that the last two times that CZ has tweeted this not financial advice shit, it ends up playing out. Now, I'm not here calling a bottom, right? I'm not here saying we've seen the bottom, Bitcoin's not going lower, anything like this. But you guys remember we talked about the CZ tweets. Last time when Bitcoin was got that big rise to 25K, he put a little warning out there and said they want to buy lower, all right? They want to buy lower. Bitcoin ended up dropping almost within the next couple of days. Bitcoin ended up jumping. And then again, when BNB was sort of at the lows, people were saying, oh, BNB is going to go down. But look at that chart. He replied and said, those shorts are going to get wrecked, not financial advice. BNB rips to the upside and destroys them. Now, once again, he tweets, remember, maximum greed happens at the top, maximum fear happens at the bottom, not financial advice, just stating a fact. Not going to take this for what it is, but I will say that I've doubted his tweets in the past, and I don't know if I will this time. So, we'll see. I'm not calling a bottom. You guys know I'm never calling a bottom again. I am never doing it. I don't care about price at this point. I care about time. Let's get through the next couple months and sort of go from there, but I will say this. Now, the other one here, right? The other crazy one is this one right here, okay? Now, you guys can believe the witchcraft. I don't believe the witchcraft, okay? I do not believe the witchcraft. But, what's today? December 20th, 2022, okay? Camirand, the witch, tweeted out December 20th, 2022, okay? Now, the reasoning for that is because, I think it's because we have a new moon today, and she tweeted something way back in the past that it was like October 20th to December 20th was like people were all emotional and you'd see bad turmoil during that time. That sounded actually pretty accurate for the crypto space in the last 2 months. I'm not going to lie. It's been absolute toxic wasteland the last 2 months. People just trying to get, everyone's super pessimistic, right? Everyone just no hope, including myself, I guess. People, man, this space has just turned into mainstream media, if you ask me. I mean, look at all these big channels. They're just talking about goddamn negative shit. But it is what it is. I mean, you look at from October to now, it's been pretty rough, right? We'll see if that means anything. At the end of the day, this is stuff, if you don't believe in charts and you like to look at conspiracy theories, I'm a big conspiracy theory guy. I am a big conspiracy theory guy. That's why the CZ tweet gets me a little interested. But you guys know my take. My take still remains, okay? Doesn't mean we're going to the moon. But I do think sideways till the end of January is likely. And then we attempt to make a move at the end of January for many different reasons, right? Bullish CPI print in January. That's like really the next big catalyst. A lot of the indicators I look at, right? The bull market support band, if we stay at these lows, will be near us at that time. 2 week MACD coming up, should flip if we continue the same trajectory at the end of January. So many different things, but we'll see how time remains. 17,023 at the moment, by the way. 17,023. Josh said, let's get Jordan 300 likes. Let's do it, man. Come on, 17,061. Oh man, we've been calling the moves like Chuchacho lately. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I know you guys don't like to give me credit, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Come on, BT Sizzle. Give me 17-4, baby. I gotta play the pump song, guys. I miss it. I do miss the pump song, man. I do. Come on, baby. Don't wanna party, nah. We know you like Bybit. I actually do like Bybit. It's my favorite exchange, actually, to be fair. Only keep money on exchanges that you trade with, though. I will always say that. Get all your money in wallets. Okay, if you haven't done it yet, well, if you haven't done it now, especially, if you have money on exchanges that you're not using for trading, right? I keep money on certain exchanges if I trade. But anything besides that, it's going in a wallet. If you don't have your money in a wallet at this point and something happens, I honestly, like, I know it sounds sad, but if you have your HODL stack on an exchange at this point, I won't feel bad for you if something happens at this point. I'm going to be honest. Like, at this point, it is what it is. I'm going to be honest. Like, it is what it is at this point. Anyways, 17,025. Come on, BTC. Get up there, boy. Let's see. Ethereum trying to break back above these lows. ETH's got to get back above these lows right here. Got highs looking left. Previous lows. 1,245. Come on. Give me that level for ETH here. What's alts doing? Oh my God. I love when Clint trolls me, man. I love it. Right on that wick yesterday. Only Clint gets bearish at support, man. It is what it is. Clinty. Hey, Clint. Where are you, buddy? Let me know where you're at. Hit my flag, man. Hit my flag. All right. Anyways, I'm being a little trolly right now. I got to settle down the trolliness. I like to do the trolliness. I don't know about you guys, but trolling is fun. Hence why you guys are in here every day and you troll. You got to love it, man. All right. Altcoins, they really haven't gone anywhere yet, to be honest. What do you got? You want Jasmy? I haven't looked at Jasmy in like a month. To get Jasmy. Jasmy, it's kind of similar to Bitcoin, I guess. I mean, it has, look at the daily time frame. You got lower lows and you got higher lows coming in here. So nice bullish divergence on the daily. Now the problem with Jasmy is there's nothing over here to look at, right? You're sort of you're riding blind. There's not really any. That's why I don't like trading these altcoins that don't have any support levels looking left, because you're sort of just like guessing on where it's going to bounce for the most part. But I mean, you did have bullish divergence there. For these ones, I'd say, okay, do I expect Bitcoin to go up? Okay, and at this point, I probably expect Jasmy to go up. Where's let me do this. Yeah, so Jasmy, okay, you got a big daily vector candle here. It probably comes and takes half of it. Where would be half of this? Where would be half of this? Half of this would be, look at this precision of half this vector here. Boom, we put this right here. That puts you, look at this. The 50% level of that vector candle is also the previous low right here. You can't make this shit up. So 3.36 is where I'm looking for Jasmy. Not a massive move, but still enough to I mean, it doesn't actually look like a massive move, but from that point, that's about a 5% move. It's pretty good, especially in a bearish market. That is good. You take that all day. You take that all freaking day. That's where I look at it in a short term. You probably get a little rejection there, just like Bitcoin at 17.4, right? If you can get back above that, that probably means that Bitcoin breaks 17.4 and has like more upside than people expect. Do I see that happening? I'm not confident in that. But I mean, at that point, you get back above there, you're all of a sudden looking at this as a deviation, right? A low, you break the low, you deviate, you get back above this, you hold. You could be looking for higher. And no, that sounds unrealistic right now. But that could take a couple of weeks to a couple of months to play out, but then I'd be looking for up here. I know that sounds crazy, but I'll keep that up there just in case, you know. So, but you got to reclaim the low, you got to hold the low, and you got to make your way back up here. So a lot of shit taki mushrooms to get through, but that's what I'll be looking at there for little old Jasmine. So we'll see. 3.3 is the big level for Jasmine there though. 3.3. We got bullish divergence though, so I actually really like that chart, to be honest. That one looks pretty tasty. Pretty tasty. Not gross. Jack said, please, Jordan, make the BTC pain stop. Have we really seen pain, though? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, as much as people are pessimistic and talking about pain and all this stuff, have we really seen pain since June? We really haven't seen pain. Bitcoin's low is 17.5 in June. Where are we sitting right now? 17,000. Like, have we really seen pain the last 6 months? The answer is yes, but it hasn't been because of price. It's because of boredom. Boredom is worse. Let me ask you guys this. What was worse in what time period was worse for crypto? Right? You can split the last year in 2 time periods. What was worse? This 6 months of complete devastation, or this 6 months of sideways for the most part, other than the FTX dump? What was worse? For me, personally, this is worse. Because you're just delaying the inevitable. And it's like people, and here's what I keep hearing, right? People will say, once the bear market is over, you need to make a base and go sideways for a while. What the hell have we been doing for 6 months? Like, you even look at the chart, man. You know what I mean? You've been going sideways for 6 months here. You need to build a base after the bear market. You do. If this ends up holding, this is the goddamn base. Like, holy shit, we've been going sideways longer than we did in 2018 at the lows. Not like 2014, where we went sideways for like a year. But nonetheless, that's what we've been doing. This time period's worse than this time period. At least this, you get some volatility and you can take advantage of it. But this one is just, it's a tough market to trade for most people. Really, really tough market to trade. This chop. I would say it's hasn't been hard for swing trading, but for if you're like a scalper and trying to get like 15-minute charts and stuff, it's a tough market because you don't really see many volatility, and it's tough to have patience in the short-term time frames, you know. But for swings, it's been pretty good. Lower time frames, shitty, man, because you can sit there for 3 hours and Bitcoin doesn't move at all. It's brutal. It's brutal. No pain, no gain. 2022 was a painful but opportunity to learn and organize your plan. Oh, dude, I learned more this year. I learned way more this year than I did in 2021. 2021 was just up only, long everything, and we win. You know, this year has taught you to have more of a plan, more patience. Taught you to, if you're in profit on something, take it. You know, it's taught me many lessons on, like, just overall how the general economy works. You know, it's so many different things that I didn't know in 2021. So I'm actually grateful for this, and this year will make me such a better. It'll make me a better person to appreciate things better, and also make me a better investor and just, you know, overall going forward, right? I think it taught us a lot, to be honest. It really did. All right, Bitcoin kind of stalling out just a little bit here. Nothing crazy. I mean, I can't really call it a stall out. I mean, it's been like 2 seconds here. So that's about where we're at, guys. Let's see where Bitcoin ends up today. I'm going to end the stream here, but I'm still looking for Bitcoin to come up to 17.4. That's my overall target there on 17.4 for Bitcoin. Ethereum, 12.45. After that point, if I was to guess, I'm looking for a little bit of a dumperoo from that point. But I would be pleasantly surprised if that didn't happen. Just going based off what's happened this whole bear market, which is just you sort of make this little higher high, higher low structure. You break from that point. You usually don't see above that low again, right? You break the lows, you continue down. You break the lows, you continue down. Break the lows, continue down. Break the lows, continue down. Can't get back above it. So we haven't done it this whole year. I hope we do it this time. But I'm just going to continue to respect how the chart is played out and say it's likely that we don't. Not calling for new lows, but for me, it's more likely we do this. We tap this, we come back down, we go sideways. You know, this is the more likely plan for me. If we break back above this line, okay, we got some stuff to talk about, right? Today, that line would be 17,600. We get back above that today, all is good. All right, later. Peace out, and I'll catch you guys at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit the like button up for no clickbait titles, no O faces, and no sucking cocks in our thumbnails. Later. Peace.